This right there is what it's all about. Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Cold day up here in New York, Rochester area. It's I think it's like 24 out, and that fire feels really, really nice. I wanted to show you. I had we got another 5 face cord of wood in, and there's that all stacked up in here in the garage. Plus we still had, I don't think I used 5 of the first 10 that we got, so there's probably at least 10 face cord here. So I'm hoping that this here will get us through the rest of the winter, and I like having it inside and, you know, dry and all that. And we got all the kindling over here, which is nice too, all the little scrappy stuff. So grab the water while we're talking. So anyway, I wanted to have a talk with everybody. Talking about, sorry if this is kind of, hold on 1 second. Talking about my plans up at the property. Obviously we're in winter mode up here now, and it's actually not bad out today. There's no snow on the ground. So I can show you that real quick too. That's the back window here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there's no snow. But it's cold, and you know, so it's like not a whole lot going on. I go up tomorrow morning. Today is Tuesday, the 11th, I believe. 10th or 11th, one of those 2 days. They kind of drag together. So I'm going to go up tomorrow morning and meet with the guy that took the trees down, and hopefully he's got a nice check for me, so that'll be nice. Now my plans moving forward. I work nights, so I have a lot of free time, and I watch a lot of videos. So one of the things that I have been looking at, there's a couple that lives up in Canada. They're up near Toronto, so it's about 3 hours from where I'm at, and they've gone off grid. And they started out with a camper, and what they did was they built around the camper like an extra room. And they got the wood stove in there, and they opened up the window on their camper, and the doors open. And so they utilized the camper and the building, and it seems to be working really good for them, because then you still have all the amenities of the camper, but you also have an extra building, and then you can put the wood stove in there. They also have their battery bank inside the building, which is kind of, I don't know if I like that idea so much, but they brought them in because of the cold. But I'll have to figure out how I want to do that up there. But anyway, what my thought is, I've gone back and forth of what I need to do. And I think as a short-term solution in the beginning, it'll be cheaper for me to build socks. This here, hold on a second, let me show you her here. This is Socks. Say hi, Socks. There she is. She is a very loving cat. She just can't get enough attention. But anyway, I think a short-term solution, because I don't know how long I'm going to be here in the house, and when the spring comes, everything is preparation for the next winter up here, because you know, the winters up here are pretty brutal. So I think what my plan is going to be in the short term is to build a building attached to the camper, skirt the camper in. Come on, sweetheart. Skirt the camper in, and you know, get that buttoned up really well, and utilize the camper as a base basically while I work on building something else. I keep going back and forth. I had thought about working on getting some rooms right away behind the other building, but then if I have, let's say I do that, let's say I build the bedrooms in the back first. Well, I got the bedrooms built, but there's no really way to keep the rest of that warm and comfortable. So thinking of, you know, if we got to be up there by next fall, and financially trying to get everything squared away and still having to work all the time, I think in addition onto the camper, you know, the length of the camper. So it's a 37-foot long camper. So if I go that whole pretty much length of that and build something with that, I think that may be the way to go for the short term while I build something else. So we have like a main big area room where I can put a wood stove in and and be comfortable and warm, and then that way we have a home base to really focus on, because the camper's got a stand-up shower, it's got the kitchen, it's got a refrigerator, it's got a stove, it's got everything that you're going to need to have. So I think that's a smart way to go in the short term. So I think that is going to be the thing that I'm going to do in the beginning. First steps in the spring, once the spring gets here, could be in March, could be in April, depending on the weather. I'm going to have my guy come up there who's been doing the work for me, bring me in a couple more loads of the crick gravel, probably at least 3 more so I can get further back in, have that all graded out. I do want to have him come behind the building, open that all up for me. Now, what I have to look at is the spring thaw and how the water sits up there in the spring and everything like that as well, because you got, all the snow is going to be coming down off that freaking huge hillside. So I don't know how wet that's going to be. So those are things that I have to kind of contemplate as well. But, like I said, I think getting, and the barrel stove project is going to be moving forward. My stepbrother came through for me when I was up there last week. He's got 6 50-gallon drums for me. So I will, when I go up tomorrow, I'll do a quick video, show you those. I'm going to be bringing at least them back, one or two of them back, so that I think I'm going to just bring one back to start with, so we can work on getting that built, so we have a wood stove. I think that's going to be really cool thing. So, like I said, there's plans moving forward, but I have way too much time to think. So that's number one. But I think initially the smart move on my part, the least cost effective and efficient to start with, is to build an addition onto the camper, button that camper up really, really good, possibly build like an overhang over the top of the camper to keep the weather off the camper. I think that's also a smart thing to do, so that the snow and everything slides right off, and then when it's summertime, the sun's not beating right down on top of the camper. So I think that's going to be the game plan in the short run. Then building, as we go from there. But as long as we have some place where we can be warm, we can be comfortable, we got, it wouldn't be ideal, bunk beds for the kids, the one main bedroom, and like I said, if we build the addition onto that, and we'll see how much room and space we have with that, and see how heating goes and stuff like that. But I think that's going to be the short-term plan. And then once that's squared away, which probably should take most of the next year as far as that goes, get the water lines run from where the well is to the building and also to the camper, so I have access to good water. Get those things done, get the driveway more squared away, work on the main building. So the initial thing in the spring, a couple more loads of crick gravel brought in for the driveway, having the water from the well to the camper and to the building. Also, maybe on the back side of the camper where the door is having that flattened out a little bit more there with the bulldozer, and then build that addition onto there. I think that is probably the smarter way to go. I'm not exactly sure how big that room is going to be yet. I have to really look at what I got space-wise, and how I want to go about that. So that's the plans for right now. I got to hash everything out and figure out measurements and cost and everything like that, but I think that's going to be the game plan here for the short run. Let me know what your thoughts are. Think if I'm stupid doing it that way first or not. Let me know what you think. I just, trying to be, as far as money goes and taking care of things, and and then I still have to get something squared away for a battery bank and solar panels and everything else as well, so we have power. So, like I said, there's a lot to do in the spring, but getting a building going and have that addition on there, so that if we have to get up there in the fall, or before the snow flies, we can be warm, we can be comfortable. I don't have to worry about that with my kids, and that's important to me. I want to make sure that they're completely squared away. So that's kind of the game plan for now. We're going to see what happens, and so that's my thoughts on that. Let me know what you think. And like I said, I'm going to be going up to the property again tomorrow, hopefully. I haven't heard back from him yet. I may give him a call this morning. So we'll go from there. And I will talk to you later. Let me know what you think. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.